Hello, welcome to Urban Ink Spot. My name is Janine, and today we're going to do some ink swatching because I need to find a new ink for this pen. So this is my Pilot Metropolitan in a medium nib, and it's currently inked with Lennon Toolbar Bubble Tea, and I'm not certain how well you can see this, but the fact that it's hard to see is why I am changing this out. I kind of thought that would be the case when I first inked it and entered it into this month's lineup of inked pins. You can see this part here is what I wrote with earlier in the month, and here is where I just wrote today. And it's been a few days, and the ink is darkening up a bit, but really this is just not readable for me, and therefore it's really not usable in my day-to-day. So what I'm going to do is I've been thinking about switching this ink out with Birmingham Pen Company Interstellar Bronze. But before I do that, I want to swatch 3 inks that I just got from a pen meetup with the Big Apple Pen Meetup here in New York City, and see if any of these would be good candidates before I just make the move and switch it over to the Birmingham Pen Company Interstellar Bronze. Okay, so let's, I'm going to move over to an open page, and this is in the Galen Leather Everyday Notebook, and it is Tomoe River. It's a 400-page notebook, Tomoe River 52 GSM weight. And so let's get to it. For my supplies, I have an old dish towel off to the side, as well as a thing of water. I am going to be using my little pipette and a Kakimori brass nib that is in a deleter, I guess that's how you say that, deleter pen holder that I bought from Jet Pens a few years ago. Okay, we'll go ahead and do it on this side. Now this one I think is probably the biggest contender because it is hopefully going to be a good color match. This is Robert Oster Heart of Gold. And when someone at the pen meetup gave me this, she said, "This writes like liquid gold." And I was like, well, I could use some liquid gold. So let's see how we do here. Here's my little I ink, therefore I am tin that I use to help make sure that I don't have any unexpected ink issues. Okay, so let's get a little bit of ink in here. Okay. Oh, and this is from a mezcal tequila that I drink. I have just decided that this is going to make a really good swatching tool. So this actually sits inside the bottle. Clearly I finished the mezcal, so now I'm going to repurpose this handle. So let's see how this looks. Okay. So that's interesting. I'm going to have a little bit of bleed through from the other page where I recently did the 8 more pen questions. So you can ignore what you're seeing on the other side of this. And like we said, this is let me turn my page just a little bit. This is my first time using this ink. It is really pretty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like that. Wow, and you can definitely see that shimmer and sheen coming through. It looks like both. We'll take a closer look once we're done with these swatches and they have dried. So let me give my tools a little wipe off. And we'll take a look at the next sample, which is yeah, I think that's probably going to be the winner. This is Diamine Blue Edition from, looks like it must have been an Inkvent. Diamine Blue Edition Snowstorm. So let's make sure we've got that shimmer fully distributed. We will put a couple of drops of that. Again, my makeshift ink swatch tool. That's pretty. Get my tools a little cleaned off here. And this is Diamine Blue Edition. Snowstorm. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Wow, okay. And the third one will be Herbin Shogun. Shogun. Oh, I hope I'm not butchering the name there. Make sure my tools are rinsed out. Okay. I don't know. Looks like this one might also be an interesting contender for the Target ink. Okay, we'll put that there. Make sure this is cleaned off. It is. Whoops. Oh my. Look at that thing. Wow. Okay. Let me clean that pen body off, the nib holder body off a little bit. And we said this is Herbin Shogun. Oh, that sure is nice. Okay. So these came to me, like I said, from the Big Apple Pen Club meetup. And the feature was supposed to be inks that are shimmery, glittery, so with either sheen or shimmer somewhere in them. And it looks like these are all really beautiful examples of that. Man, this one is really juicy. Let's see if this has bled through on the other side of the paper. And it has not. Good grief. Tomoe River. This is an older Tomoe River batch that I bought a while back from Galen Leather, and I had it in my stash. Really glad to still have some of these earlier versions of the Tomoe River paper. So let's get a closer look at this. This is Robert Oster Heart of Gold. And yep, you can definitely see that shimmer and sheen coming through on that. And you've got some, I mean, that's just really interesting. On the Diamine Blue Edition Snowstorm, also some shimmer coming through. Beautiful ink. And the Herbin Shogun, which is still drying, but I think we can get a pretty good sense of what these are going to look like. So, again, I'm going to be switching this one out. Not entirely sure which one I'm going to put in there. This looks like a natural match, but my goodness, that is so pretty, and so is this one. So you will see the switch out when I do my progress report. You will see whatever ink that I have chosen to replace the linen toolbar with. And probably, because I've got 3 really good options here, I probably will not reach into my stash to pick out the Interstellar Bronze by Birmingham Pen Company. I'm pretty certain it's going to be one of these 3. So thanks for swinging by the channel, and I will update you on the upcoming progress report, which one I ultimately ink my pen up with. All right. Thank you. Bye.